Hey guys, welcome back to Celebified. I'm Danny Hoyt, and today, my goodness, we have a special guest. We have Eric and Trevor from O-Town. Guys, welcome.
What's going on?
Or should I say welcome back?
Thanks.
You are back. O-Town is back. I mean, when people are putting together a list of the best songs from the early 2000s, like your ultimate karaoke list, your favorite songs to slow dance to, you're on that. That's a short list, and you're on it. Like, how does that feel?
It's pretty amazing, actually.
He actually throws a karaoke night, so he has like
I hear all those songs all the time. But you know what's crazy is like that, like All or Nothing was number one. You don't ever really realize it, but now what makes me think about it is when I hear like these songs on the radio that get played all the time, like Rude, Magic Rude. Why you gotta be so, that song. It's like as much as I hear that song and I heard that song on the radio, I'm like, wait, that's how much we were being played, and that's when it like kind of like really dawns on you. Like,
yeah, we were
man,
working
had
that whole
big of a
time.
song,
We
right?
were working, when you're promoting a number one single, you're called upon a lot more. So we were like working really hard during that time. We didn't really get to experience the scope of what that song meant to people, but the after effects are clear.
When you look at O-Town then and O-Town now, what's different? I mean, you're back, it's a decade later. What's different about O-Town now?
I mean, it's a lot. When we first got in the business, we didn't have a clue. So I think that's the difference. We have a clue now, and we know a lot of the ins and outs and the business side of it all, and just incorporating all of the skills that we've acquired over the last 10 years and just put it into this project. I think it was just evident when we went on tour this past November, December, just how really, truly special our bond is and what we do when we're together. And I think that's the difference.
Well, let's talk about this album because it's just been out for a few months now. I believe it was actually 6 months to the day yesterday. It's been out, and so people have had a chance to listen and to feel it out. And Lines and Circles is, it's doing well. It's better than you expected. I would say it's still on the up because you still have tours coming out.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think we're gonna be pushing this album for quite a while. I believe, just because we're kind of like a new band. A lot of people don't know that we're even back, But when people hear the album, they're kind of blown away. Even our friends and family are, when they hear it, I have my friends tell me, they're like, man, I didn't know what to expect. Like, you're my boy and everything, but like I heard you guys were doing an album, it was like they kind of almost cringe, and then they listen to it and they're like, oh, they're pleasantly surprised.
That's got to be the coolest feeling as
it's
artists
awesome.
for you guys.
And our boys aren't gonna like. My boy would be like, it's whack. They would tell me that it's whack. So. It's exciting, man. This is our best work to date.
Let me ask you this, because you guys were, someone who came from a TV show originally, and I know you're doing your thing now, but you came from a TV show. There's a lot of bands that come from TV shows, that are trying to do what you guys did, but do it now. Do you have a piece of advice for bands like that?
It's just really hard to find a band or a group of guys that really mesh,
right?
And we are all very competitive. And that's the one thing we all share, and team sports oriented. So I think that's what is kind of the backbone of our band. Like, we all want to win.
Yeah.
And so we know that sometimes to win you have to play a role, and we all understand that. So I think that's helped us. I don't necessarily know if that's advice that we can give to anyone, but that would be the small piece. Like, work together, respect one another, find your role, fill it, do your job, like Bill Belichick would say, and create great music.
Is that how you guys originally formed bonds? That's still true to this day? Because obviously you guys are still very close.
Absolutely. I think more so now our roles are more defined than they were then. We had roles, but it was still we're still trying to, because we were picked and then thrown into the band right away, and we all came from big fish, small pond. We all came from that.
Right.
And so, in the beginning, getting us to like mesh and find a role was like a little harder than it should have been.
Yeah,
and
we
now
all had to eat some humble pie.
I was gonna say, you look like you're laughing. Is there a story you remember?
Oh yeah, gosh, we were so wide-eyed, and we thought we were the ish. We just really did. We had to really take a bite out of some humble pie, especially the standard that we were trying to live up to with like the NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys, and they were putting up diamond numbers, selling tens of millions of records. We had to eat a lot of that humble pie. So yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, you're good.
But I mean, look where you're at now, and two very respectable, wise guys, part of a band, O-Town, that's doing it again. Man, congrats to you guys on all your success. Thank you. You guys can find Lines and Circles in stores, online, anywhere music is sold. But be on the lookout for Chasing After You. That video drops soon. And a tour coming up, fingers crossed, this summer. Guys, thanks so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
O-Town. For Celebified, I'm Danny Hoyt. We'll see you next time.